Hey guys, Jason Creel, and you're watching The Lawn Care Life. I'm thinking of a particular mistake that I think some lawn care business owners make, and that is giving the customer too many options. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Stay tuned. Hey, today's video is sponsored by Jobber. Jobber is a lawn care software that if you need a software to do your invoicing, your scheduling, to receive payments with a built-in credit card processor, check out Jobber. There'll be a link in the description. And I'm also wanted to tell you that I am partnering with Jobber Academy. Jobber Academy is an extension of Jobber, the brand, where you can find resources like articles and videos, and check out those links in the description. So you give the customer too many options. Let me give you an example. So how many of you ever go to a restaurant and it seems like, and I'm thinking of one particular restaurant in my mind here, you go and the menu is way too long. I mean, you're flipping through the menu and you've got the seafood, you've got steaks, you've got chicken, and then all of a sudden you're over into breakfast items, and then you've got Italian food, you've got Mexican food, all at the same place, and it's just overwhelming the amount of options. You end up saying, well, you know, I'm gonna have number 174 off the menu, and that's too many options, okay? It's too complicated. Maybe those places do fine, but to me, I don't understand how in the world they decide how their kitchen operates to get all those different kind of foods prepared and served. Well, what does that have to do with a lawn care business? I think as a general rule of thumb, one, the customer oftentimes looks to the lawn care professional to tell them what to do. I'm not saying that you can't have any options, but I think the customer needs a lot of direction. So if I was mowing grass, perhaps there's different ways you can approach this. You can say, you know what, here's our options. We offer weekly service or bi-weekly service. And those are your options, you know. Or perhaps you want to approach it a different way and you have only one option. I know people out there like this, and the one option is year-round service, weekly mowing, and we include your hedges and things like that included in it. Here's the price. That's the only option. There's no bi-weekly, there's no once a month, there's no every 10 days, you know. So there's different ways to approach it. I'm not saying you have to only have one option, but to me, to leave it up in the customer's mind and say, do you want weekly mowing, every 10-day mowing, bi-weekly mowing, do you want to pay year-round, you want to pay at the time of the service, you want to pay at the end of the month, the beginning of the month, the middle of the month. It's too complicated, and it's like when I go to one of those restaurants and the menu has way too many options on it, what happens? The server comes by and says, are y'all ready to order? And I said, no, I'm not ready. I got another 20 minutes to read through the rest of the menu. I mean, it's so long, it's so complicated. And I think you just let the customer know what needs to happen. And most of the time, I think they appreciate that. Now, let me give you one more restaurant example. I went to a nice restaurant the other day with my wife. We went to a nice restaurant, and this restaurant is known for their pork chop, okay? 32-ounce pork chop. That's big. If you live somewhere on the metric system, let me just tell you, 32 ounces is big. Way too big for one person to eat. So we split this pork chop, which is still plenty of pork chop. Well, it's one of these places where they come out and they carve the pork chop table side, and the server is explaining to us these three parts of this pork chop. You got the ribs, and then you've got some other part and some other part. And he was telling us what order to eat it in, and he said, eat the ribs first, then eat this one other part, which is the best part, and then eat this other part and dip it in your applesauce. Well, guess what I did? I did exactly what he told me to do. In the order he told me to eat it, I ate the last part, I dipped it in the applesauce just like he told me to, and I was happy. Now, if he wouldn't have told me that, I wouldn't have known what to do. I mean, I can eat a pork chop, you know, but it would have been a little bit more confusing, and he explained some things. I think that's what you do in the lawn care industry. You know, in my business, doing weed control and fertilization, okay, my current program I'm doing is 7 treatments a year. Okay, there's some variations to that. I have some extra services I can offer, like fire ant control or tree and shrub fertilization, things like that. But I'm not gonna go to somebody and say, well, would you like to do, you know, 4 treatments a year, or 6 treatments a year, or 8 treatments a year, or 10 treatments, or I can come once a month. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them, this is what your lawn needs, this is what we're offering, and you don't say this, but at the end of the day, it's like, this is your option, take it or leave it. Okay, now that's not my attitude when I say it. I'm just telling them, this is our program, it's tried, true, works. Trust me, this is what's gonna be best for your lawn. And ultimately, at the end of the day, best for my company, because when I have everybody on the same program with very few, changes or whatever, it allows me to be streamlined and to run my business in an organized manner that can make me profitable. And again, it's best for the customer too, because it's tried, true, and it works, okay? If your business is streamlined and you know that I'm mowing everybody on this certain schedule, and I don't have people all over the map and routine, and this guy got to come over here and cut his on a Monday, and then he wants to skip a week and do it the following Monday, but this other guy wants it every 10 days. You end up running around like crazy trying to please everybody, and what happens? Puts more stress on you, the business owner. Your business runs less efficiently, and ultimately it's bad for almost everybody involved except for the high maintenance customer who you run around giving him his custom schedule. So do everybody a favor, communicate clearly and effectively to the customer of what they need. And I think most people, the reasonable ones, and not everybody's reasonable, but most people are, will appreciate that, and it's going to be better for you and your business. Let me hear your thoughts. How do you handle this? Are you on the one extreme where you have one option? Let's say your one option is weekly mowing, year-round contracts, no exceptions, take it or leave it. Or you give a little more option. Maybe you say, well, we'll do weekly or bi-weekly or something like that. So I'd like to hear how you guys are handling this. Any thoughts, leave in the comments section. Appreciate anybody subscribing to the video, liking the video. All those things help my channel, and I'm always appreciative. And you can check out some more suggested videos popping up now. Thanks a lot.